Today is December 29th, 2019. We only have 2.5 more days until January 1st. That's the start of a new year and a new decade. And it's been a great decade. Not the easiest, but the greatest. Let me explain. So, 2010. I started 2010 as a single father because I was separated from my ex-wife. Yeah, this decade was hard. It was tough. A lot of ups and downs. But every single moment of this decade was a learning experience for me. It was a learning experience. And one thing I learned about myself in my 30s and in this decade is that I'm pretty resilient. I'm not perfect, but I'm resilient. So it started off with me being separated and eventually being divorced. After being divorced, I lost my job. After losing my job, I was almost homeless. This was in 2012. Lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, working multiple jobs, and going to school full time. Because I set a goal for myself. By the time I turned 40, which was coincidentally the close of the decade, I wanted to earn a degree. So I enrolled in Liberty University, their online college, and earned my associate's degree with them, my bachelor's degree with them, and my first master's degree with them. All before I turned 40. But as a bonus, I was able to earn a second master's through Pace University. So I was able to earn a master's in marriage and family counseling and a master's for teachers, all before the close of the decade and my 40th birthday. So I set a goal to reach, and I was able to reach it. Amazing, I just think back, and although it was a tough decade, a decade that I would never wish on anybody, it really was a learning experience. I learned a lot about myself. It showed me areas that I had weakness, showed me areas that I had strength. But I am thankful because I have amazing sons, 3 amazing sons, who make parenting pretty easy. They all could have been a statistic growing up in a single parent home doing crazy things, but they're not. Even my 12-year-old, who's giving me a run for my money, a boy, he's such a good kid with a great heart, and he'll get it, he'll learn it, he'll get it. But they really do make parenting easy for me, and I am so thankful for my kids because through it all, they didn't complain. They did not complain, and they were understanding, and they deserve every good thing that they get. They really do. Now, we're closing out the 2010s and going into the 2020s. And I was born in 1979. So I was alive in 1979, be it 21 days, but I was alive in the 70s. I was alive in the 70s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and now the 2020s. I lived in 7 decades. 6 decades. And I'm only 40 years old. So that's a blessing also. But I'm closing out this decade, achieving a lot of the goals that I set out to make. I am going into 2020 looking to achieve new goals. I don't do New Year's resolutions because honestly, the only New Year's resolution I've ever kept was to not bite my nails back in 2001. I achieved that. I don't bite my nails anymore. But every other New Year's resolution I didn't keep. And sometimes it's not about making new resolutions, even though sometimes it is. Sometimes it's about continuing what you have started in previous years. Or it could be stopping what you started in previous years because it's just not working. So there's three things that you have to look forward to. That's continuing something that you started and seeing it through, starting something new and setting new goals for your life and for yourself and for your family, or cutting some things out because it's just not beneficial for you going forward. Some people say, well, you shouldn't wait for the new year for that to happen. And I agree. We should do it at any point of the year. But the good thing about the new year and the new decade is that it allows us to think about what we've accomplished, what we haven't accomplished, what's holding us back, and make some decisions on how to move forward and strategize. So for me, going into 2020 and this decade, there are a couple of things that I want to be able to do. One of those things is, specifically for this year, I want to be credit card debt free. Every kind of credit card debt outside of which isn't a credit card debt, but any kind of debt outside of my student loans, because my student loans is like a mortgage in a lot of cities in the United States. I want to eliminate this year. Within the first 6 months of this year, I want to be completely debt free outside of my student loans. Because I want to put myself in a position to get a mortgage and buy a home. That includes not getting a car and financing a car, which I may need right now because my car is on the fritz, like it's on its way out. But it's getting me from where I need to go. And sometimes it stalls on me while I'm getting there. But it gets me there. She's old faithful. But I can't risk getting finance a car. I'm not really a car guy anyway. Like I would rather live in a nice house for me and my family than drive a nice car and live in an apartment somewhere. But that's just me. So I'm looking to put myself in a position to purchase a home. That's my goal for this year, just to put myself in that position. I would love to be in a home by the end of the year, celebrate Christmas in a new home and the new year in a new home. But if it doesn't happen, that's okay. That's a goal, but it's a fluid goal. If it doesn't happen, that's something that I'll continue into 2021. If it does happen, praise God. But that debt-free thing will happen within the first 6 months. I'm devoted to that, and that's going to happen. The only debt I'll have on my credit report will be my student loans. Another thing is to complete a book that I started this year, finish it this year, and have it released this year. Many of you know that I'm already an author of a book called From a Fatherless Father to His Sons, available on Amazon.com. I'll leave the link in the description for you in case you want to buy it. Support me and my family. And it's a good read, I heard. And I want to finish up a book I started. It's called, no, I won't say what it's called because I don't want somebody watching this and say, I'm going to release that book before he does. But as we get closer to the date, I will share with you the title. But I want to finish that book. Maybe 2 books, but at least that book. I'm setting a goal to read through the Bible 5 times this year. 5 times. I'm setting a goal to be a little bit more active in my church now that I have time to help out any way I can. And my church is awesome. Pastor Dave Watson from Calvary Chapel has supported me throughout this decade, the better part of the decade, when I didn't have a place to work, when I couldn't find a place to live. He helped us tremendously find a place to live, set me up with opportunities to earn money. Pastor Dave, you rock, and I thank you so much for everything that you've done for me and my family. So I want to complete that book. I want to finish that book. And the last thing I want to set, the goal that I want to set is I want to try to move closer to more of a plant-based diet. I'm not calling myself a vegan or a vegetarian or whatever titles they are. I think titles is too complicated for me. And people use these titles and they create a whole religion and a cult and a sect around it. I'm not into that. I just want to be able to eat more plant-based foods, identify plant-based options that are healthy and eat those. I saw that documentary, I think it was called Game Changers. And it was amazing. And it made me think, like, some of these athletes now that have changed their diets to be more plant-based are more athletic, healthier. And I was like, yo, that makes sense. Like, why eat meat, right? When and we get our nutrients from meat. when the meat that we eat, cows, chickens, all that stuff, they get their nutrients from plant-based options, grass and grazing and stuff. Not that I'm going to eat grass, but instead of going to the cow to get my nutrients and only getting a fraction of it, I'll go straight to the source, the ground itself, and get my nutrients from there. So that's my goal. It's hard because I love meat, I love chicken, I love bacon, but I'm 40 now. I'm not getting any younger. I need to start being concerned about my health. So I'm not like setting a goal to lose weight. I'm setting a goal to be a little bit more healthier. And in this decade, trust me, and since 2012, I've gained like 50 pounds. What's funny is from 2009 to 2012, I lost 50 pounds. And this decade, 2012 to present, I gained like 50 pounds. So I'm going to not set out to lose weight, just to be healthy. And hopefully in the process, I'll become leaner, become meaner. I'll be in my 40s and I'll be fit. I'll be 40 and fit. All right. But those are my goals for 2020 and beyond. What are your goals for 2020 and beyond? What are some things that you're going to leave behind? What are some things that you're going to continue? And what are some things that you're going to start new? What new goals are you going to set for yourself? And I would love to hear about that, to see what you have, that the things that you want to be able to accomplish in this year and this decade. Please leave a comment down below. Share your thoughts. Share this video out because I would like this to be an engaging conversation with people all over the social media world and YouTube. All right. If you like this video, click the like button. If you don't like the video, click the dislike button twice. All it's going to do is just, not like it because it's like double negative. Yeah. And share this video out. If you're not already a subscriber, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Click the bell notification so it'll notify you when I upload new videos. And to my 530 plus subscribers, thank you so much. I set a goal to reach 500 by the end of the year, and I did. And I'm already a third of the way to 600 subscribers from 500. So I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing and supporting. Please continue because we love it when people join our family. You guys are our extended family, and we appreciate you. All right. I am closing out this video. This is the last video of 2019 of this decade. And we're on to new things. All right? God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching. And until the next video, I'm out. Peace.